All right, what is up, you guys? My name is Caden, and welcome to my real reactions to the official teaser for Lanterns. I am very excited for this, man. I am very excited. It feels like there's been a lot of trailers for a lot of like shows and movies coming out in these last couple of weeks, but yeah, Lanterns. This is one of the next projects in the DCU, and I am so excited. Kyle Chandler in the role as Hal Jordan, and Aaron Pierre in the role as John Stewart. I hope I said those names correctly. I'm pretty sure I did, but I could be wrong. But yes, I'm not too familiar with Kyle Chandler's work. I know he was in the one of the Godzilla movies with as I think he was Millie Bobby Brown's dad in one of the Godzilla movies or something like that. And I did watch Aaron Pierre in Rebel Ridge, I think it's called, right? I think it's called Rebel Ridge. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that was that he did a pretty good performance in that. But I am very excited to see the what they bring to the table in terms of John Stewart and Hal Jordan. And I know in this, I already know because again, this DCU, I've been following this DCU damn near religiously ever since Gunn took over. So yeah, I'm excited. You know, I loved Superman. I'm excited for Supergirl this summer. Which also you can watch my Supergirl reaction if you haven't already. I freaked the fuck out when that came out. So yeah, needless to say, I'm excited for that. But yes, we have been, you know, us DC fans have been waiting, you know, have been waiting arguably impatiently for this to finally come out to us, for us to finally see footage of this. So I know I do know, because I watch Boba Talks a lot, and I watch a lot of his like his analysis and breakdowns and like stuff talking about like the DCU in general, and like shows or like first looks or like teasers or like just you name it. And so he has been talking a lot about Lanterns, and I know that this has been said constantly, but I know that in this show, Hal Jordan is going to be a very seasonal. He's going to be he's going to be a veteran version of Hal Jordan. You know, he's been in the Lantern Corps for how many years? He's kind of like he's worn into the ring. John Stewart's the new recruit. This is basically, and I know this is supposed to be heavily inspired by True Detective, or just heavy, not like True Detective, but heavy inspirations from there with like the in terms of the buddy cop relationship between Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, I want to say. I think so. But yes, True Detective season 1. It's supposed to be like that. So, or kind of like inspired by that. But yeah, again, I'm very excited to see what they bring to the table with this and how this looks. I did see the first look of Hal Jordan's like Green Lantern costume. It has to grow on me. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a very enticing first look for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people because it looks very CW-ish. Leather jacket CW-ish, but I'm reserving judgment because, you know, I have a lot of faith in this universe and the show, so I need to see it. I wanted to see it in action first, and I want to see how it looks on him, because we only saw it in the closet. But yes, yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for clicking in on this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it. So anyways, let's get into this trailer. 3, 2, 1.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
2 months. Ooh, look at that ring.
On the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are.
All right.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
It's gonna be a great mentor.
Something is off here. I can feel it.
This is my town.
You're a big shot. Noted.
but stay the fuck out of my way.
Think she hates your guts.
I hope we
The
see
way
them.
she hates 'em.
It's the way she hates them.
This is a stupid plan.
Not that stupid.
I hope we see them using their powers at some point.
The Green Lantern's oath is to protect people. And we both know I do a better job of this than you.
Ooh.
This is my job. As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing. So take a deep breath, Junior.
You're old. You're tired.
Hell yeah! Oh, the lantern itself, the battery.
I don't understand. Who are you exactly?
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
Fuck yeah, you are. Cool. August. Cool. Okay, so we're getting in
Talk
August.
with the other lanterns.
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
Chip. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. So we're getting this. I mean, I already knew we were getting this late summer. So we're getting this 2 months after Supergirl. Yeah, we're getting Lanterns 2 months after Supergirl, and then I think Peacemaker season 3. Or I don't know. What's after? Oh yeah, it's gonna be Supergirl, Lanterns, and then after Lanterns, it's Clayface in October. It used to be September, but it got pushed to October this all that this year. So yeah, the DCU's looking bright, dude. I'm not gonna lie, the DCU's looking bright. I was trying to, because I wasn't trying to speak over the whole teaser because I wanted to listen to what they were saying. I wanted to get the gist of what the story was gonna be. So I mean, I know what the gist of the story for season 1, at least, of the show is that, from what I've heard, and this is all from Boba Talks, because I listen to him a lot. But I know that this is supposed to be this is of course going to be taking place in a small town, and it's John Stewart's the new recruit that Hal takes under his wing. And they're going to be basically he's going to be mentoring him while also investigating a case, like a murder that happens in a small town, or in this small town. And that murder, this whole case basically dives deeper as they dive deeper into this murder case. It kind of exploits it unravels a whole bigger story within the DCU itself. So I mean, this is literally how Gunn talked about it, but way back in 2023. Yeah, beginning of 2023. Yeah, it's been 3 fucking years. But yeah, he talked all about this, and I'm very excited, man. I do like crime shows, and do crime shows mixed with lanterns, bro. Fucking yeah, fucking A. And we saw a shot of the battery, the lantern thing, the battery, which was pretty cool. It looks interesting. I do need to see Hal Jordan in the suit first, and I am very excited to see how John Stewart's suit will look. But it definitely looks like, which I guess Hal Jordan's suit does kind of fit him, because he is wearing that kind of that jacket throughout. So I guess it's sort of like that kind of leather jacket vest type of feel. I mean, they kind of did the same thing with Superman, but his was more cotton and stuff. But which I didn't have a problem with Superman's suit. I thought it was amazing. I mean, there was a lot of controversy around that suit, but I thought it was great. But yeah, I do need to see it. The suit needs to grow onto me. I'm not saying that I hate it or anything, because I don't, but it does need to grow on me. But anyways, I'm gonna dive back into that teaser. So I'm gonna do a second watch right now. So yeah, I'm gonna run it back, because I want to get a better gist of. Oh yeah, and they name dropped Chip too before I get back into it. So that's awesome. I wanted to get a gist of what exactly is going on here, because I know. Oh shit! Didn't mean to start it. I know that that this story, whatever is going to be revealed in this show, is supposed to be tie into the deeper story and the overall arc of what's going on in the universe and what's going on within this first chapter, I guess, of the DCU. But yeah, let's just watch it again.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are.
All right.
He just dips. It's gonna be cool to see him get out of that situation.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
Their partnership's gonna be interesting to watch.
I can feel it.
This is my town. You're a big shot. Noted. But stay the fuck out of my way.
Think she hates your guts.
It's the way she hates them.
This is a stupid plan.
Not that stupid.
That I don't doubt. The Green Lanterns.
There's like different bags.
Protect people.
I wonder if it has different like variations
We
of the
both
suit.
know I do a better job of this than you.
Yeah, it also kind of reminds me a bit of like the Obi-Wan
My job.
Anakin dynamic.
As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing. So take a deep breath, Junior.
You're old. You're tired. And your time is up.
I don't understand. Who are you exactly?
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
Yeah, now watch.
Talk with the other lanterns.
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
That's so good. That's so awesome. That's so fucking awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Watching that back, what did actually remind me? Their dynamic did actually remind me of Obi-Wan and Anakin. Aaron obviously being, or Jon Stewart obviously being in the role of Anakin, and you know, and Hal Jordan being Obi-Wan, as in like the whole like, you know, I'm the student, but you're the teacher. I'm the student, but I think I'm better than you already, or like, you know, but what did kind of get me, and the reason why I said ooh, kind of like midway through the trailer, is because Hal said, as long as I'm alive, that's not changing, and whatnot, and so it kind of made me wonder if that's subtle foreshadowing. Like, are we going to lose Hal in this first? Like, is Hal going to die in this first season? I hope not, but you know, him being a seasoned Green Lantern, I can definitely see it. And like, you know, of course, like John will learn from him, and then like he'll maybe his death, he'll, you know, be inspired by, like maybe he'll die heroically, and then Jon Stewart will be inspired by his death, and then like later on he'll join the Justice League and so on and so forth. But yeah, dude, I also know that Guy Gardner is supposed to be making an appearance in this show, and that Nathan Fillion said that he's dropped more F-bombs in this show than his entire career. So that's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be very fun to hear and watch, and how, you know, he interacts with Hal and John and stuff. So that's going to be very fun and interesting to watch. But and the thing that this show, and again, this already differentiates like the DCU from the MCU, is that like the fact that this tone is already, I mean, the MCU does have its darker projects, you know, I will say. I'm not saying that they don't, but it's like with the MCU, a lot of the movies like back to back kind of like feel like relatively the same in tone, at least not story, but in tone. You know, like serious moment, joke, serious, and then like it just kind of like that same formula for like across span of like, I mean, it 100% worked for them, you know. But what I do like with the DCU is that they're you know, and again, Gunn say this, that, you know, they're doing different, like each tone will differentiate between projects. You know, like one project may be light and fluffy and, you know, colorful, and while another project may be dark and brooding and gritty and stuff. So it's not going to be the same feeling with you know, from project to project, show to movie, you know, so which I like, because it's something that's, you know, every project will feel refreshing, and, you know, it won't feel like you're watching the same thing over and over and over again. You know, so that'll be cool. And of course, you know, with them dropping F-bombs in here and this one being more like kind of True Detective noir style and stuff, it definitely is already differentiating the tone from, you know, Superman and stuff, which is a lot more lighthearted and optimistic and hopeful, you know. So yeah, that's gonna be this. I'm very excited to watch this show, and yeah, I'll probably I mean, because shows for me, because I don't have an editing, or I don't have an editor or anything. I'm the one who does all the editing, and, you know, fair use and stuff is a pain in the ass sometimes. So, you know, especially with shows and keeping up with all the episodes and everything, it can be a pain in the ass when you're the only one, kind of when you're a one-man team. So, yeah, I definitely do want to react to this show, in front of you guys, but, you know, of course, we'll see. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that looks great. I loved all the subtle, like, all the, you know, the Chip name drop, and, you know, all the you know, look of the rings and stuff, and the dynamic between Hal and John so far. Yeah, everything's looking great, and I'm very excited for this show. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day. Have a nice rest of your day, night, morning, evening, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next reaction. See you guys later.